Hello everyone, this is Alex again from Sayville Library, and this time I'm going to talk with you a little bit about Hoopla, a fantastic service that we offer for downloading ebooks, audiobooks, comics, watching movies, and TV shows. So let's get started. So what is Hoopla? Hoopla is a streaming service you get for free with your Sayville Library card, which gives you access to ebooks, audiobooks, TV shows, movies, comic books, and music CDs. And all you need is your library card number and password. And if you don't know what those are, I can help you with those in a little bit. You can access it again from any web browser, any smartphone or tablet, and also it's available for some streaming devices like the Apple TV. So what I'm going to do in this video is show you how to do all of that, and then we'll end with some searching and borrowing tips and tricks. Let's get started. Okay, so you're going to need to know your library card number and password to get started with Hoopla. Your card number is on the back of your library card. It begins with 2000, 1000. Your password you may have set up when you signed up for your card initially. If you don't remember your password, just go to sayvillelibrary.org, which is where I am now, and we're going to click up on the top right about the library, My Library Account. And on this screen, we'll have an option to reset our password by clicking forgot your password right here. If you've never set up a password, that's also possible. We can create a password right here. If I click either of these options, it's going to ask for your library card number, which you'll enter here. And if you clicked forgot a password, it will send you a link on your email to reset the password. If you've never created a password, you'll have to enter an email address to have on file, and then you can create a password there. If you do not have a library card at all, or your library card is expired, you can sign up for a temporary card to use while the library is closed. And you can do that by going to sayvillelibrary.org, and you'll click Get a Card on the left here in red. And you'll just fill out this form, and that will give you a temporary card to use while the library is closed. So how do we access Hoopla? Like I said, you can use Hoopla from any computer through a web browser. They also have an app you can download for your smartphone or tablet. So first I'll show you a little bit about how to use it on a web browser. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to sayvillelibrary.org again, and under your digital library, right in the dead center of the homepage, you'll see Hoopla. We're going to click that, and it'll bring us to Hoopla's website. And you're going to click Get Started Today in blue right here in the top center. And we're going to sign up using our email and create a password. So this login account is going to be unique to Hoopla. So I'm just going to make up an account right now just so we can get through this process. So after you enter your email and password, you're going to hit agree. And it's going to ask you to search for your library. We're just going to type Sayville and click Sayville Public Library. Next. And after we select Sayville Public Library, we're going to enter our library card number and password and click Sign Me Up. Once we're logged in, we'll be taken to a page called My Hoopla. On My Hoopla, you can see everything that you have currently checked out or currently borrowed here. It will show you recommendations for you based off your checkout history, and you'll see your favorites. These are titles that you've selected while you're browsing to save for later, basically. So if you want to start watching, you can just click any of your, or reading, you can click any of the titles that you have currently checked out. If you want to search for a title, you can click up in the search bar at the top and just start typing for a title or an author. And you can filter that by audiobooks, movies, music, comics, ebooks, or television shows to filter down. You can also browse by any of those categories as well. So if I click, say, movies, it would take us to the movies page, and you'll see all the movies that Hoopla offers. If you want to check out anything, you could just click the title, and we brought to that title's page, and you'll see borrow underneath the cover image. Click borrow, borrow title, and now you'll have it checked out and it'll say you can enjoy this through, and it'll give you the date. Videos are a 3-day rental. Music CDs are a 7-day rental, and everything else is 21 days. So now that I have this checked out, I can click play to start watching, or I can go back to the My Hoopla page, which is up at the top on the left under My Hoopla. Click that, and then you can see Hamilton is now under my currently borrowed, and I can just click the play, and it'll start the media player. So as I mentioned before, you get 10 checkouts per month. These 10 checkouts apply to all categories: movies, music, audiobooks, ebooks, etc. There is one more feature that I want to show you before we move on to the app. That is the kids mode. So if you can see up here on the top right next to the search bar, you see kids. If I click that, it'll enter the Hoopla Kids mode. And basically what this does is it filters out any movies or audiobooks or anything that isn't recommended for children. So you can see all of my checkouts just got limited down to basically one book. But if I go to browse now, so I'll just click movies as an example. So basically it has filtered out anything that's not appropriate for children. So you can see Lego, Sesame Street, things like that. So this is a nice feature if you're looking for something for children. All right, so that is basically Hoopla. It's a pretty simple interface, and now I will show you how to get started on your smartphone or tablet. Okay, so I'm going to show you now how to get started using Hoopla on a smartphone. I am using an Android smartphone, but anything I show you will work for any iPhones or any tablet of any kind. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to download the Hoopla app. So we're going to pull up our app store, and we're going to search for Hoopla, Hoopla, and you'll see Hoopla Digital. That's what we're looking for with the blue background and white letters. We're going to click install. Alright, now that we have the app downloaded, we're just going to click it to get started. And the first time you open it, it'll bring you to a login screen. So if you've already set up an account online, you can just enter it here to log in. Or if you are signing up for the first time, you're going to click sign up on the bottom. And you'll have to enter all the information I showed you before, your email address, password. You'd hit next, and then it'll ask you for your library card information. But since we've already done that, I'm just going to log in with my information right here. And once I click OK, it'll bring us to the My Hoopla page that we saw online. And just like online, it's the same thing. It'll show you your currently checked out items, you recently returned, and at the top we can search by all of the 6 categories that we mentioned before. So if I click movies, it'll give us a quick tutorial on how to navigate. I'm just going to skip that. So here we go, we see all of the movies. And just like online, I can click any of them, and you'll see the borrow icon there. That is how you can check out a movie or anything. And you see that favorite icon to the left. If I click favorite, it'll say on the bottom added to favorites. And now if I go back to the My Hoopla page, you'll see favorites on the top there. I can click that and I'll see everything I favorited before. And I should now see under movies, there's Into the Woods. I just favorited it. So the favorites is a nice way of keeping track of things to watch later. So searching is pretty easy in Hoopla. You have the magnifying glass on the top right if you want to search for a title. It will have your trending searches there for you if you want to just click on that to see what's popular right now, or you can search by title, artist, or series. I'm just going to go back. They also have the kids mode that I talked about on the web version. So if I click kids, you'll have a little check mark next to it, and you'll see it'll start automatically filtering everything based on what it thinks is recommended for children. So the nice thing about Hoopla is if I go back to my Hoopla page and I search for, let's try eBooks this time. So the nice thing about Hoopla is there are no holds on anything. So unlike Libby, if something is checked out by someone else, you'd be placed on a hold list for it, and you'd have to wait for them to return it before you can check it out. In Hoopla, there are no holds. Everything is always available, which is really nice. So even the most popular books, it could be checked out by 1,000 other people, and you'll still be able to check it out right then and there. Alright, so the last thing I'm going to show you is how to get Hoopla on a streaming device like an Apple TV. It is also available for the Fire TV, Roku, and Android TV. So the first thing you're going to want to do is download the Hoopla app from the App Store. So for Apple TV, it's going to be in the App Store. For a Fire TV, it's going to be under the Apps tab. Roku is the Roku Channel Store, and if you have an Android TV, it's going to be in the Google Play Store. First thing we're going to do is search for the Hoopla app in the App Store. Once we find it, we're going to click Install. Once the app is installed, we're going to open it up, and it should bring us to a Welcome to Hoopla screen. So we'll click Continue, and then it will bring us to a screen that says Link your Hoopla account, and it will have a URL address at the top that says www.hoopladigital.com/link, and it's going to ask you to enter a 4-letter code. So we're going to go to that website, and we're going to enter that 4-letter code and hit proceed. And once we do that and we go back to the app on the streaming device, it should finish its last step automatically and you'll be logged in. So that's going to do it for Hoopla today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned a lot. Remember, if you have any questions, you can always email us at connect@sayvillelibrary.org. I hope everyone's staying safe out there. Keep staying tuned to Instagram and Facebook for more videos from Sayville Library. Take care.